טוב ומה נעים, הנה מה טוב ומה נעים. Welcome, sisters around the world, to Miriam's Table 2021. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's an honor to be with you. I'm Beth Stiles, and at this time, I am honored to introduce my dear friend, award-winning recording artist, teacher, co-manifestor, our MC for tonight, Neshama Karlivach.
Thank you so much, Bethy. And hi! This is so stunning. It's so special to be with all of you, and I am so honored to be emceeing the second annual Miriam's Table. I'm hearing all of you scream as I do that. I've been thinking so much about how this is our second Pesach in pandemic, and hoping that we can each find at least one part of the Seder to hold and to connect to. This year, I've been reflecting on the depths of Yachatz, a part of the Seder that is often overlooked. In Yachatz, we break the middle matzah, not the top and not the bottom, but the middle. We then put half of it away somewhere for the afikomen and we move on. Yet there is so much to take in. We don't leave the breaking itself behind, but rather we bring it with us where we continue to go. We break the middle matzah, the inside part of our hearts, our essence. No two pieces and no two hearts ever break the same. We know that. Some of the crumbs fall away, never to be reattached, never to be eaten. The part that is not kept for the afikomen is often discarded. This process is painful but crucial. Menachem Mendel of Kotsk, the holy Kotzker Rebbe, says that the heart that is broken is the most full heart, the heart that is most open, capable, and ready to love. The heart that has felt pain, as we all know, is the heart that knows the value and path to true freedom. Our journeys through life, through slavery and toward freedom, take us in many important directions. Sometimes we keep the best parts of ourselves intact. Sometimes we are meant to crack open in order to let something significant fall away like a crumb, in order to reshape who we are, to create space for the new. At the end of the Seder, the afikomen is meant to be returned to us by our children and the ones we love most. Last year, when so many people were alone and the pandemic was so shockingly new, I saw a post online that brought me to tears. Maybe you saw it as well. I'm alone this year, this person said. My children and my family are so far away. Who will bring me my afikomen? I don't have an answer to that painful question. I didn't have an answer last year. I don't have one now. But I do believe that this moment has proven that we each possess more strength and more resilience than we ever could have imagined, than we ever wanted to know or dared to know. Even as we have broken in half, even when we don't know how we'd be able ever to put ourselves back together again, we are here. We did it, even without knowing entirely how we've managed. We are able to hold on, to break, to heal, to breathe, to sing, to do more than just survive. We are ready for freedom and for life. Can I get an amen? Is everyone hearing me? We are
Amen.
Ready. We are ready. Tonight, as we join together, I'm going to light 2 candles for our collective journey. And it's so funny, I just literally told everyone to be lighting their candles in advance, but obviously I did not. Kosher matches, kosher for Pesach, because that's obviously crucial. Bear with me as I light. Tonight, as we join together, you can see, I am lighting 2 candles for our collective journeys. This first candle is our present and our past. I light this candle for our sorrow, for those we've lost to this wretched disease, and to those taken from us by entrenched inhumanity and violence. I light this first candle for my black and brown sisters and brothers whose freedom has yet to be truly realized, even as we march and mourn together over and over. I light this candle for my Asian and Pacific Islander sisters and brothers whose dignity and whose bodies have been assaulted and not acknowledged, even with this week's horror. I light this candle for my beloved trans family, whose place in our world awaits true honor. The second candle is the dream of what will be, the candle lit for our children and theirs. This candle honors our strength with the light of gratitude and joy. I light it for the heroes who have come before us, who have paved the way, and who have sustained this fragile world. I light this candle for the many moments in which we have each broken into many pieces, fragmented and emerged, breaking free. In this light, no one is invisible. All are included. All are free. Thank you, precious Beth Stiles, for your great vision, for choosing to create this great event 2 years in a row. It's a lot of work, so that we could gather and celebrate and grow as one community, one voice, one heart. Thank you also to Lisa. Your vision, strength, and connection to all of this holy work is truly the wind beneath our wings. Definitely Beth's.
Amen.
She's there. Yay. I am honored to be connected to you both. I can't wait to hug you again. I have no words. For now, we are blessed to be together on this awkward and beautiful platform, and I am hugging each and every one of you. Beth and I, separated though one heart, will do our best to share music together anyway. It's funny and strange to do it, but we're going to try our best. So hopefully you'll sing along too. Let us light these lights for the world tonight. Let our hearts unite in the light, in the light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav tzivanu של יום טוב להדליק נר, להדליק של יום טוב in the light, 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 in the light. Peppy. And now, friends, we begin with a special message from our teacher and our rabbi, Anat Hoffman of Women of the Wall, all the way from Israel.
Shalom Chaverot. I'm Anat Hoffman. I'm the chairperson of Women of the Wall, and I'm so honored, really, not just words, I'm honored to be part of this very special, rare, unique gathering of sisters for the Seder in honor of Miriam. It's strange that you turned to me to start your Seder, to start the Kaddish. Why is it strange? Because I've devoted my adult life fighting for a space, in a structure in space, the Kotel. And we are now trying to sanctify a time, a pocket in time. Space versus time. If I can share with you one thing that could be helpful for this unique gathering, it's to learn from the Women of the Wall how we broke the partitions between us. We are Reform, Conservative, and Orthodox women. It's not trivial that we can pray from the same text. It's not trivial that we've been praying together for 32 years. The reason we're able to do it is because we keep our eye on what is similar between us. There's way more similarities than differences. And after we broke the partition between ourselves, we broke the partition between us and our sisters abroad. There are women of the wall in New York and in New Zealand and in Brazil. And they watch us in live stream, and they care about us, and they write us notes, and they're participants. And finally, surprising, we have now honorary women of the wall who are of the male persuasion, men. We broke the partition between us and men. Despite the fact that we are absolutely a women's group, we have men who are now supporting us. And we realize that really the final victory is to have male partners who understand that equality and tolerance and religious pluralism as it affects women affects them too. Anyway, you're about to start a wonderful Seder. I hope you cherish this unique space, this pocket in time. And I wish you a Chag Sameach from myself and all the women of the wall all over the world. Chag Sameach.
Thank you so much, Anat Hoffman. Such a light in our lives. I am Abby Strauss, and I am so happy to be with you all tonight. I lit my candles tonight for two lights in my life, my grandmas. And I say in my life and present because I know their souls are with me. Just like the women who keep marching, just like the women who keep staying up late and counting the seconds until we can find some peace and safety for our family. I share this song, Kadesh Urchatz, the Seder order in such a world of, you could say, chaos. When order is something that is slowly coming together a year after the pandemic hit. So as we pray this tonight, I hope that you join with me, and I hope that we hold on to the fact that we will find order, we will find peace, and we will follow the lights that we are sharing tonight. Kadesh Orchatz Karpas Yachatz Magid Rochza Motzi Matzah Maror Korech Shulchan Orech Tzafun Barech Hallel Nitzah. So this is a repeat after me, so please join with me. Kadesh, Kadesh, Orchatz, Karpas, Yachatz, Magid, Rochza, Motzi Matzah, Marog Horech, Shulchan Orech, Tzafun Barech, Hallel Nitzah. Chag Sameach.
You look so pretty and Florida-ish in your white. Love seeing you. Friends, it is an honor to call upon the great, one of my heroes, Rabbi Sandra Lawson. She is the inaugural Director of Racial Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for Reconstructing Judaism, and is the spiritual leader and founder of an emergent community, Kol Hapanim. Hey, sister.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
When we were in our waiting room, I was just basking in all the beautiness and awe and being in the presence of so many people. And as requested by by my new friend Beth. I'm going to offer a Shekianu for this beautiful moment. My voice is a little cracky, but I feel like this moment calls for it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehekianu v'ki manu lazman hazeh. Ah, 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 amen. You know, we offer that blessing not just when we do something for the first time, but for a long awaited event. And this event has long been coming. And so I'm just grateful to be here, and grateful for you, Nishama, and grateful for Beth and all of the amazing women here. And I'm just grinning from ear to ear just to be just to be at this table.
Same, by the way, big time. This is extraordinary. So tell us, because I'm asking you, and we're all here, how are you? And how is your heart in this moment? And give us just a little bit of hope, a little bit of sister hope in this time. What do you see for all of us in the days ahead?
The last 24 hours have been really, really hard for me, harder than I actually thought they would be. And this past year, like 2020, as our society was not only dealing with a pandemic, but also because we were all home and glued to our screens of choice, and witnessing, the murders of Breonna Taylor and George Floyd and Ahmaud Arbery, and yes, there are so many others. And this past couple of days of what happened in Atlanta, and I consider Atlanta my home of choice, and I'm, like many of us, I'm grieving for our Asian brothers and sisters, and we we celebrate having a new administration and the joy and the hope of the future, and then we are quickly reminded that there are people out in the world that have nothing better to do than to hate people and burn people's lights out.
It's true. It's true, and it's tragic. And how are we together, starting with this great and gracious and holy moment, how are we going to turn it all around, in your opinion?
As Passover approaches, and I connect all of this with the holiday, and I'm so grateful for Jewish time, because Jewish time grounds us. We are all in the same place in our text and in our holidays and our celebration. And I feel like our society is slowly moving from enslavement toward freedom, and then hopefully liberation. But we can't get there without doing some really, really hard work and soul searching. The Hebrew phrase, heshbon hanefesh, an accounting of our souls, so that we can decide who we want to be as a society. And we need to do this hard work to free ourselves from racism, homophobia, xenophobia, sexism, and so on, because it all comes from the same place. It all comes because we are a society designed from the beginning to privilege one group of people over another group of people. And as I was reminded today by a colleague, none of us are free until all of us are free. And when Moses was trying to get freedom for us from Pharaoh, and in this case, I see Pharaoh as white supremacy, but as Moses was trying to get freedom from Pharaoh to free us, at some point, Pharaoh was like, okay, some of you can go. And Moses was like, no, none of us are going until all of us are going. And I do see this journey, the journey of our society, as moving towards liberation.
Amen. I agree. We have so far to go, and yet we have already come so far.
Yes. Yeah.
My dear friend and Rabbi, thank you so much for being with us. Continue to shine your light brightly. May you be blessed with your own personal redemption as you continue to hold us all up on your beautiful heart and shoulders. And I can't wait to sing with you in person sometime so soon. It's such an honor that you were with us tonight. Thank you. Honey Getter, give us something.
Thank you. Thank you, Neshama. Thank you, Rabbi Sandra. What a perfect introduction to Kiddush when we take wine, which transforms us, and we recite a blessing over it. We think about transformation. What has this year transformed for each and every one of us individually and for us as a collective? And how do we want to transform as we continue on this journey up? Sabri, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu im kala, v'imanu im kala shon, v'kidishanu b'mitzvotav. V'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahava, moadim l'simcha, chagim uzmanim l'sason. Et yom chag hamatzos hazeh, zman chilutenu, Mikra Kaidash, Zeichel Itzias Mitzrayim, Kivanu Vacharta, V'yotani Kidashta im Kalamim, Umayadei Tachecha, Besimcha v'sasan inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh Yisrael v'hazmanim.
Amen, amen, amen. Thank you so much. You totally just took me back to my youth in the most amazing of ways. Thank you for your voice and your bracha. Friends, as we move through the different facets and phrases of the Seder and the Pesach experience, from the plate to the gathering, to the cups, to the wine, I hope you know that every step is geared to the lifting of hearts and the cleansing of our souls. So I welcome you in the holy challenge of really paying attention. How am I feeling right now? How is this affecting me? How is this speaking to my soul in this moment, even though we're not doing an official Seder? There is order here, and there is cleansing and uplift in all of your eyes. Friends, I am honored to call upon my beautiful sister, Talia.
Thank you so much, Neshama. It's so good to see your beautiful face and see all of your beautiful faces. I'm so honored and happy to be here at the table with my sisters. I lit my candle tonight for my bubby and grandma, who are no longer with us on this earth, but who live on in my heart every day. The karpas and the egg on the Seder plate symbolize new growth, rebirth, spring, the stirring of new life, and freedom. Rejoicing in the coming of spring, I chose to sing the song Sanctuary by Randy Scruggs and John W. Thompson. In the Hebrew version, there is one line taken from Psalm 115, found in the Hallel part of the Seder. May we as women of song and light serve as channels for holiness through our words and our melodies.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary, home for you. Ve'asuli mikdash ve'shachanti betocham va'anachnu nevarech yam me'ata be'yad olam. Hallelujah. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, and with thanksgiving I'll be a living sanctuary, home for you. Be'ata be'ad olam, be'ata be'ad olam.
Wow, that was stunning. Thank you so much, Talia Smilowitz and EJ Cohen. My name is Rebecca Goldsmith, and I'm thrilled to be here tonight in this chevra, in this friend gathering, in this community. And I light my candle tonight for my bubby, Elka Fega, singer Goldsmith.
My name is Shira Klein. It is such an honor to be here, and I lit my candle tonight for my big sister, Aliza, my fierce warrior sister. Here at Miriam's table, we see water in everything touched by the waters of life.
Every ritual, every story dips down into this well. It sprinkles, it twinkles.
There is no new water. This water, all water since the beginning of time, tells our story.
This is a water blessing. In the arms
of the mother, the great waters, mother. In the arms of the mother, I lay down. In the arms of the mother, the great waters, mother, in the arms of the mother, I lay down. Great waters, pour over me, for I, your child, make me yours Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Lay your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself. Lose yourself. Lose yourself. In the meantime. In the arms of the
Thank you, Shira and Rebecca. So inspiring. Good evening. I am Cantor Elizabeth Sternlieb, and I am so honored to be here this evening at this table with all of you. I lit this candle behind me for my mother, Frida, Zichrona Livracha. She taught me to find my voice, to live in the light, and to express myself freely, but always with love. Thank you, Mom. This song was premiered at the first of my virtual concert series, Cantors and Company, that I produced this winter, as COVID brought hunger insecurities to an extreme this past year. And we raised over $11,000 to help Mazon feed the hungry. Aziz and Pesach to you all.
Take a breath. The day will come. Take a breath when we will be free again. Imagine rays of sunshine breaking through clouds. Feel the warmth of healing light shining upon you. Take a breath, prepare to carry on. Take a breath, reach out to those you love. Stay centered through shadows and rain. Summon all your courage, summon all your strength. The sun will shine again. Shema Koli, hear my voice. Tend me, Omer,
Take a breath, the day will come. Take a breath, when we will be free again. Imagine rays of sunshine breaking through clouds. Feel the warmth of healing light shining upon you. Take a breath, prepare to carry on. Take a breath, reach out to those you love. Stay centered through shadows and rain. Summon all your courage, summon all your strength. The sun will shine again. Yes, summon all your courage, summon all your strength. The sun will shine again. The sun will shine again.
Thank you so much. That was so special. Thank you.
My honor.
Friends, it is an honor to introduce Brina Chu tonight. A very big, huge honor for me. Brina is the Community Strategy Manager at JFNA and serves as a resource for federations, JCRCs, and other allied organizations. Her role includes fostering engagement around Israel and racial justice through educational programming, strategic planning, and community campaign organizing. And Brina is brave. I've known Brina for 2 years, and I'm hoping for many, many more. And I am blessed to learn more and more from her every time we are in touch. She has become one of my teachers of thought and depth. I hope you know that. Brina, it is a true privilege to be your friend. We are so happy that you are here to lift us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Neshama. I'm really humbled and honored by that introduction and to be here with all of you tonight. So hi, my name is Brina. I'm going to share a little bit about my story and an intention with you tonight about belonging. When the Haggadah introduces us to the 4 sons, the description of the wicked son goes like this. The wicked son, what does he say? What is this service to you? He says to you, but not to him. By thus excluding himself from the community, he has denied that which is fundamental. So you say to him, it is because of this that the Lord did for me when I left Egypt. For me, but not for him. If he had been there, he would not have been redeemed. This somewhat flippantly written passage always left me with a bad taste in my mouth, and we hadn't even gotten to the maror yet. I would think to myself, did his parent ever stop to think that the wicked son excluded himself the way he did because he wanted his parent to object to it, to embrace him and call him in, rather than shut him out? Why did his cry for help go answered the dooming way it did? One potential underlying cause is that the wicked son didn't feel an allegiance to the Seder because he didn't feel like part of the Jewish people. He just didn't feel like one of us. And perhaps I propose that idea because I know that feeling all too well. Growing up as a mixed race Jew, I never really felt like I was fully part of any one group. My experience as a half Chinese Jewish child was riddled with discrimination from well-meaning, white-presenting people in the Jewish community. People who knew me well, had been to my family's apartment, sat down next to me at Kabbalat Shabbat, had traded snacks with me at recess, and even, and especially from people I didn't know at all. People who, from upon meeting me, asked the seemingly harmless question that still evokes a painfully visceral reaction in me to this day. Where are you from? This was quickly followed by phrases meant as compliments, such as, you're so exotic, you're so interesting, you're so unique. and eager assumptions or guessing games revolving around what my ethnicity could be. Throughout my life, I never really felt that my identities got along. I didn't belong to a supportive community of color, never had strong emotional or physical ties to my Chinese heritage, and my family struggled to find a place in our Jewish community. I have spent a lot of my life thus far fighting with people like I had something to prove, like I had to tell them that yes, I was in the right place. No, they were wrong about me. I could be Jewish and Asian, and to them it was an anomaly, an oxymoron. To me, it was just my DNA, my blood, my life, and I couldn't help it. My whole Jewish experience, I tried to align my lifestyle with everything that my 12 plus years of yeshiva education taught me to believe was the right way to be a Jew. I chose Judaism at every turn as an individual. But somehow, when I walked into a room full of other Jews, I still didn't feel like my identity chose me back. My experience as a Jewish woman posed similar challenges. My Jewish journey has always been rooted in modern Orthodox circles, where women don't typically have the opportunity to take on strong leadership roles. And yet, when I think of the times that I felt truly accepted by Judaism, I was counted as part of a minyan, or prayer quorum. I was an equal participant in servitude. For much too long, I had felt like I was part of an audience at a performance that I wasn't even invited to, but kept attending. Over and over again, I showed up with similar expectations. This time, it'll be good. This time, it will be fulfilling and it'll feel right. This time, I won't wonder silently to myself, why am I here? So what do you do when the affliction that you're experiencing is being perpetrated by your own family and on a more universal level by your own people? Our Jewish story tells a story of a people who never fit in, who weren't accepted into the fold, who were denied and stripped of their basic liberties. I don't want to be a part of a community that is doomed to repeat our history. I want us to change history, and I want to change the story of belonging so that the wicked son can feel like he belongs, so that I can believe that I belong, and you know you belong, and they feel in their kishkas that they belong. And I have a blessing of my own to add to the tradition that I respect, observe, and love. When we call out in the face of oppression, may we all be seen as we are. May we all be heard for what we need to say. And may we all feel like a part of something, because we are. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ada. I'm very happy to be here. Thank you, Brina Chu. That was lovely. Thank you for sharing your story, and everybody else sounds beautiful and looks beautiful. This is a lavender and rosemary infused candle. It smells really delicious. And I feel like it goes with the energy for tonight. So I want to light this candle for my mom, who's right upstairs. She's the brightest light in my life. And I'm really grateful to have her. And I'm going to do an original song called Follow Your Heart. Put this here so we can enjoy it. I'm going to do a little improvisation before I start the song. I know sometimes it's hard to breathe Your head is underwater. You don't know how to swim. Can't sleep, I've got so many feelings. I don't know where to start. Oh, how should I begin? Just follow your heart. Be who you are. We should always reach out to the stars. Sometimes it's hard, and we all have scars. So follow your heart. Don't worry, it's okay to cry, 'cause we're only human. We can only try. Sometimes it's hard to keep believing. We have a lot of fears. Just wipe away those tears and follow your heart. Be who you are. We should always reach out to the stars. Sometimes it's hard, and we all have scars. So follow your heart. Just follow your heart. Be who you are. We should always reach out to the stars. Sometimes it's hard, and we all have scars. So follow your heart. Just follow your heart. Thank you. I dedicate that song to all of you.
Ada, that was awesome.
Thank you.
You don't know this, but I met you at Beth's birthday party years ago and have been watching you and following you for all these years. And so when I saw that I was going to follow you today, it was like a dream come true to tell you how much I love your music and what an inspiration you've been to me.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you, Shira. Thank you, Beth, for putting this on. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this and for hosting this and for helping with the Zoom and everybody watching. Hello, I'm Ada, and I'm really happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shira Lissick, and I'm so happy to be with all of you, my sisters. And I want to dedicate this candle actually to all of you. The people on this Zoom are such an inspiration to me, have held me in the darkest, deepest moments of my life, in the most joyous moments in my life, have been an inspiration to me, people who don't even realize it, a song they sang or a word they said or a word they wrote that brought light and hope into my life. And so this candle is really for you. Because it is my light. You are my light. You are my hope. And this is such an amazing gathering of women. And so, kind of hearkening back to what Neshama was saying about the matzah, in the mystical tradition, the middle matzah symbolizes our heart. It is broken by living amid the injustices in the world and witnessing so much suffering. It is only in life, most of the time, we're unable to focus on our heartbreak. Instead, we cover it over and we try to move on. But on Passover, as part of our freedom ritual, we connect with our own brokenheartedness. It is only from this connected place that we begin to envision a perfected, righteous world. So this is a prayer for healing, written by the great Beth Stiles. May the source of life, who blessed the ones before us, hear our prayer. Send your healing light to shine upon us now with loving care.
מי שברך, מי שברך אבותינו sheberach imotenu. Be the source of life, who bless the ones before us. Hear our prayer. Send your healing light to shine upon us now with loving care, and let us say Amen, 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 and let us say Mi sheberach imotenu. Mi sheberach avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, renewal of spirit, refuah shelema, and let us say Amen, 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 and let us say Amen, 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 and let us say
Amen.
Wow, Shira, that was so beautiful, so gorgeous. Your voice and your heart and your words. I feel like they're really bringing healing to all of us. So thank you so much.
Basi, I love you.
My name is Basia Schechter. I'm a Chazan at Romamu, and I light my candle this evening for Julia Eisenberg, a sister, a powerhouse, a force of musicianship and activism who just passed this past week. I want to encourage everybody to look her up and listen to her music and keep her flame alive with all the incredible creativity that she brought to this world and inspired so many of us with such her incredible fierceness. So that's my candle. And the songs that I'm going to do a little shtickle, which is a little Yiddish 4 questions, 4 kashas. It's like my little signature Pesach thing. And you can't just have a question, you have to have some kind of answer. So I'm going to do a little excerpt from a piece of music that teaches the Torah of Reb Nachman of Bratslav that says there are no obstacles, that in every obstacle there's the divine spark. That's where the divine spark is found, is inside the obstacles. So the little question, a little answer. Here we go. Tate und Mama leben, ich fühl die Fragen, die 4 Kasches. Man ist Tana Halayla Hazeh, Mikol Halelois. Farvos ist die Nacht von Pesach, andere ist von alle Nacht von ein ganz Jahr. Die erste Kasche ist, alle Nacht von ein ganz Jahr essen wir Chonei zu Matzah, aber die Nacht von Pesach essen wir nur Matzah. Die zweite Kasche ist, alle Nacht von ein ganz Jahr essen wir alle Grinsen. Aber die Nacht von Pesach essen wir nur bittere Grinsen. Die dritte Kasche ist, alle Nacht von ein ganz Jahr tunken wir nicht einmal. Aber die Nacht von Pesach tunken 2-mal. Einmal Morar in Charoises und einmal Karpas und Salzwasser. Die vierte die Kasche ist. Alle Nacht von ein ganz Jahr sitzen nicht mit sei angelegt und sei sitzen dick. Aber die Nacht von Pesach essen mir, 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 essen mir. Sei, 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 angelegt, angelegt. Tate und Mame, ich hab bei dir gefragt, die 4 Kasches jetzt, gib mir a Teretz. Oi, 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 oi. Nancy, hey, schon, Miriam, Miriam, keep it okay, Hashem Yisparach. Hashem Yisborach.